Hello and welcome back to Mass Effect 2. Last time we obtained and activated Legion, and went to the Citadel for real this time. And this time we will be going to meet Councilor Anderson. But before that I also wanted to add a few things to what I was talking about in the last episode. The way I had originally planned the whole playthrough was that I was not actually intending to do a 0% run. Originally I intended to go all the way to the Reaper IFF, obtain Legion, and then say, haha, fooled you, I'm actually doing 100% rather than a 0% run. But then I realized that in order to get to the end, all that I needed to do was to do two very short missions with pretty much no interaction with your squad members whatsoever, plus a scripted event with the Normandy getting attacked, and then also the final mission itself, which I thought would be a problem, but surprisingly enough, even at level 15 it was pretty simple to go through it. Certainly the last boss took a while to beat, but otherwise, even also without any upgrades, that was surprisingly easy. So I'm glad that I did that, because I had never seen the 0% ending myself, and a lot of things were quite unexpected for me as well. But anyway, let's go back to the Zakera ward. And even though Captain Bailey here told us that the quickest way to get to the Presidium is to take a shuttle by going back through the...
I found references to a forger named Fade in C-Sec crime reports, Shepard. Perhaps that is a good place to start looking.
Yeah, sure. But actually I don't think that is correct. I think that the quickest way to get there is in fact to go right there, where we can see some shuttles around. There's also Avina, but I'm not going to spend too much time looking around the Citadel, because we will be back here later and there's still a good bunch of things to do here.
Welcome to Citadel Newsnet. I'm Emily Wong. Horizon has become the latest and largest human-settled world to disappear in the wave of lost colonies. As before in such cases, the human representative to the Council has requested an official investigation. This was rejected by a 3-to-4 vote in session. The Council maintains the matter is an internal alliance issue. Councilor Valern noted, having a seat on the Council implies a species can handle its own problems and assist others with theirs. Alliance Councilor Anderson agreed, but requested increased access to the Council's space tracking network.
Alright, cool. So Anderson is doing some things. One thing that I do want to do actually is to go through the shops. How do I want to do that? I don't think I want to go to this shop just yet. Let's do that after we talk.
I heard that those lakes up on the Presidium are filled with fish.
No, they're not.
You ever been up there?
No. C-Sec won't let me. They say I'm a risk.
They think every Krogan is dangerous.
Damn Turians. We should kill them all.
No, not every Krogan is dangerous. We just should kill all the Turians. But yes, we also got some side quests that we can do on the Citadel. And also, there's this option, talk to Legion about the Zakera ward.
This is not unlike our stations. Far more inefficient. Your organic shells require more space. Information propagation is slow. Many voices speak at once. We do not understand how it functions without consensus. Perhaps study of other hive species will illuminate, beginning extranet search protocols.
Also, I think it was supposed to be this is unlike and not unlike. And also, there are other advertisements.
Shepard, are you looking to to continue your education? It's one thing to know how to shoot a gun, but do you have the career skills to deploy and manage today's high-tech network infrastructures? The Henley Technical Institute can help. Courses available through our extranet site will put you on the path to success. Visit our site now at keywords Henley Technical Education.
I'll also be going through all of the advertisements later on. But let's not take up too much of our time with them at the moment. So we have a bunch of places where we can go with the rapid transport. Used to be rapid transit, but okay. But we are off to the Presidium, so let's go. Engage.
This meeting would be more productive if Udina was to join us.
My advisor is unavailable. As Councilor, I represent the voice of humanity and the Alliance. Shepard will be here and... Oh, Commander. We were just talking about you.
It's been a long time, Anderson. I hope the last couple of years have treated you right.
There have been some rough spots. It's good to have you back.
We've heard many rumors surrounding your unexpected return. Some of them are unsettling.
We called this meeting so you could explain your actions, Shepard. We owe you that much. After all, you saved our lives in the battle against Saren and his Geth.
That he did. Well, I guess we need the Council's help against the Reapers, so...
The Collectors are abducting human colonists in the Terminus Systems. Worse, we think they're working for the Reapers.
The Terminus Systems are beyond our jurisdiction. Your colonists knew this when they left Council space.
You're missing the important part, Councilor. The Reapers are involved.
Ah yes, Reapers. The immortal race of sentient starships allegedly waiting in dark space. We have dismissed that claim.
Shepard, no one else encountered the hologram on Ilos that told you the truth about the Reapers. Only you and your crew ever spoke with Sovereign. I believe you. But without evidence from another source, the others think Saren was behind the Geth attacks.
Well, also, that air quotes with 3 fingers is quite a thing, and we have dismissed that claim, has become another meme of Mass Effect 2. But yeah, so how come nobody thinks that the Reapers are a thing? You can examine Vigil or Sovereign.
Go back to Ilos and talk to Vigil. Or just look at what's left of Sovereign. It's obvious the technology is more advanced than ours.
The hologram on Ilos is no longer functional, and we have found nothing to suggest that Sovereign was not a Geth creation.
We do not have the technology to create such a vessel.
The word of your trophy is suspect. Perhaps the Geth following Saren were simply more advanced.
This Reaper theory proves just how fragile your mental state is. You have been manipulated. By Cerberus, and before them, by Saren.
Your trophy. That's another reason why I wanted to delay all of this until we got Legion, because he gets to talk to the Council as well. But yeah, well, we unfortunately did see that Vigil was basically on its last leg, so I can imagine that they would not really find much on Ilos anymore. Although the pods are quite telling by themselves, I'd imagine. But yeah, Sovereign clearly is a Reaper, not a Geth construct. And even the Geth say that they cannot build something as powerful as that. But the Council disagrees.
Saren was an organic. The Geth would never accept him as their leader. They only followed him because he was Sovereign's agent.
Saren was a compelling and charismatic individual. He convinced the Geth the Reapers were real, just as he convinced you.
It was part of his plan to attack the Citadel. The Reapers are just a myth, one you insist on perpetuating.
We believe that you believe it, but that doesn't make it true.
Well, they are still as uncooperative as always. Which is another thing that I don't like about this game. Like, for no good reason you have to work with Cerberus, and the Council is just as bad as they were in the first game. In the first game, it was quite obvious that they wouldn't believe you because you really did not have enough evidence for it. But seriously, Sovereign, the whole attack, Ilos, should have been way more than enough evidence for this, and this is just dragging out the plot. So...
I kept Saren from conquering the Citadel. I sacrificed human lives to save this council.
We are in a difficult position, Shepard. You are working for Cerberus, an avowed enemy of the Council. This is treason, a capital offense.
That's too far. Shepard is a hero. I'm on this council too, and I won't let this whitewash continue.
Maybe there is a compromise. Not a public acknowledgement given your ties, but something to show peripheral support.
Shepard, if you keep a low profile and restrict your operations to the Terminus Systems, the Council is willing to offer you reinstatement as a Spectre.
What does that mean? Will I need to start filing reports?
That won't be necessary. This is a show of good faith on our part.
We cannot become involved in an investigation regarding the missing colonies in the Terminus Systems, but Spectre reinstatement shows our support of you personally.
Well, that is one thing that John definitely does want, because that allows us to continue being a Spectre, which means that we don't have to do all the legalese and so on, and we can just go about our business in a lot of the systems. Unfortunately, the Terminus Systems doesn't really care much about that, but that is still quite important elsewhere, so sure.
I accept your offer. It's good to have the Council on my side.
Good luck with your investigation, Shepard. We hope for a quick resolution and a quick end to your relationship with Cerberus.
I hope that too.
Well, that went better than expected. You realize the Council's offer is just symbolic. They won't actually do anything.
Garrus? Behave. Well, no need to burn bridges.
Even if they don't help, I might as well stay on good terms.
True enough. Don't worry about the Council or the Alliance. I'll find some way to keep them off your back. Shouldn't be too hard. As long as you keep to the Terminus Systems.
Anderson, we need to talk about... Shepard, what are you doing here?
Udina, I don't need this.
I got a long list of people I didn't want to see, and your name is right at the top.
The feeling is mutual, believe me. Your return is a bureaucratic nightmare for us.
I invited Shepard here to speak with the Council. We just finished our meeting.
You what? Councilor, do the words political shitstorm mean anything to you?
I'm here because the fate of humanity is at stake. That's what you should care about.
All you soldiers think alike. You charge headfirst into a problem with no regard for the long-term consequences.
I make the decisions around here, Udina. Your job is to clean up the mess I leave behind. Understand?
Of course, Councilor. Given the potential size of this one, I'd better get started. I'll be in my office.
Sorry about that. Udina's never gotten over the fact that I got the Council position instead of him. Sometimes I need to put him in his place.
Too bad you were the only one who got the opportunity to punch him.
What do you keep him around for?
He's got his uses. And if you want something done on the Citadel, he knows who can make it happen. Plus, he's always happy to attend all those formal diplomatic functions I can't be bothered with.
Alright, so now we have some general topics to talk about.
How long did it take to get this place back up to speed after the battle?
Still counting. The main areas of commerce and the most populated wards are complete. But estimates for total restoration are sitting around 5 years. The Keepers always surprise us, though. It's like our repairs are annoying. We'll put up an ugly new bulkhead, and in a few days, they've made it seamless. We never really thought of them as heavy lifters, and I have no idea where they get the resources. But we'd never get done without them.
I'm surprised no one can tell Sovereign isn't Geth technology. Didn't they examine the wreckage?
We don't have much to look at. Pieces of it rained all over the station. It was chaos, with who knows how many species combing the wards for their dead. We secured as much of it as we could. But between the Keepers and a whole lot of unauthorized salvage, there's no way to account for even half of that thing. Another reason why they don't want to acknowledge what Sovereign was.
No, that's too bad.
Last I knew, we were still fighting holdouts.
Here and there. But they are increasingly disorganized. It's long since stopped being called a war. More like cleanup. Not that you can ever discount them. But we haven't had serious casualties for months. A civilian ship will spot an enclave and we send in a squad to clear it. That's probably why your trophy bot hasn't caused the stampede. They're not quite the boogeymen they used to be.
Trophy bot. One more reason to bring Legion here.
I've discovered that some Geth can be reasoned with.
I wouldn't make that part of your next pitch to the Council. You're fighting an uphill battle as it is.
No, really, they're really cool people.
Cade Nolenko was on Horizon. He said he was looking into Cerberus.
I know. I approved the mission. We had to find out if they were behind the missing colonists. I couldn't tell anyone without compromising the investigation. I'm sorry.
That's another interesting thing. If you go talk to Anderson before Horizon, then he will just... Well, you can ask about Kaiden, but he will just say, well, this is classified, I cannot say anything about him to you. But since we've been there, now he's like, yeah, we've sent him to investigate Cerberus. Clearly we couldn't really tell that to you beforehand, because you're Cerberus.
I thought we were friends. Never expected you to go behind my back.
We didn't know about you at the time. And I wouldn't have told you if I did. What if the elusive man was manipulating you, lying to you? The report actually confirmed your story. I still don't trust Cerberus. But they were right about the Collectors abducting the colonists. Unfortunately, Alenko didn't find anything to convince the Council that the Reapers are behind this. Or even that they exist.
Yeah. Well, that explains indeed what Kaiden has been working on, though we don't really know where he is at the moment, which is a bit too bad. In fact, we don't see Kaiden at all from this point on. Which, on one hand, is understandable, because as a Vermeer survivor, they would have to record lines for both Ashley and Kaiden, and that's probably a lot of work that only half the people at the time will be able to actually make use of. So I understand that, but it's still a bit underwhelming. But anyway, how has he been?
How have the last couple of years treated you?
Serving on the Council isn't how I plan to spend my twilight years. Sometimes it feels like I'm just beating my head against a wall. Knowing the truth about Sovereign is brutal. It's nightmare stuff. I can't blame others for not wanting to believe it, but I know how important it is. So I keep trying. Fighting the good fight, right?
Indeed.
Forget Udina and the Council. Join my crew and help me stop the Collectors.
I'm too old to go racing across the galaxy. Much as I complain, I've got an important job to do here. The front line, that's got to be yours.
Yeah, let's not give Udina the Councilor spot. That would be very bad. But okay, so that's all for this meeting, I suppose.
I better go.
Of course, Shepard, I understand. I wish I could do more to help you. But if you ever want to talk, I'll be here. Just do me a favor and be careful. You can't trust Cerberus.
I know, right? Also, this is the first time that you can see the Elcor walking. It's not very unusual, but it is in fact the first time that we see that animation, and I'm pretty sure it didn't exist before Mass Effect 2, so that's interesting. And, well, the Citadel is still more or less the same as we left it, the Presidium and all. We can see all the people here. Also, the Hanar holding tentacles, apparently. And of course, as you can remember, this is the human embassy. Hello there, Asari. And the instruments to show holograms of the Councilors has always been here, so that also makes sense. It's too bad that we didn't have an actual meeting in the Citadel Tower. It's still there, but it's not in the game. And unfortunately, this is as much of the Presidium as we are going to get. Also, hey, there's the picture of Haydn. There's some more galactic news.
Alliance military officials are having difficulty meeting hiring quotas, according to a new report. Since Eden Prime, an initial surge in patriotic enlistments was followed by a downturn, as the public became skeptical that the Alliance can match Geth technology.
But we cannot walk outside of the human embassy. Because if we go through the door, we're just taken to rapid transit once again. So that's another reason why Mass Effect 2 is quite a disappointment. The size of the Citadel has been reduced to a single ward, and even that isn't that much. So let's go through it a bit. So we can see the loading animation. I didn't replace that with the quicker version, but looks like it's good to not replace this one. But the travel to the Presidium did get cut off. And okay, so are we... We're on a different level. Whoops. Oh well. I want to start here anyway, so that works out, I suppose. We have some trees growing here or something. Also another advertisement stand.
Shepard, you've recently been dead. Don't you deserve the quality and distinction of a traditional Asari burial robe? Anata's mortuary offers the finest quality burial robes, hand-spun by skilled Asari artisans. Anata's will help you leave a good-looking corpse.
So apparently the advertisements on the Citadel do not value your privacy at all, and they know that we've been dead.
Have you tried Galaxy of Fantasy yet? I love that game. It's based on Turian mythology, but it's really fun. I hear it has 11 billion players now.
Galaxy of Fantasy, you say? Maybe it has something to do with World of Warcraft.
Do you have any games you'd like to trade in? You get 2 credits toward a new game.
So this is basically one big commentary on the games industry from Bioware, at the time at least.
You know what's good? Alliance Corsair. The battles are pretty realistic, but it's still fun. And you can install it on an Omni tool.
And that's referencing apps for mobiles.
For 10 credits, we offer data protection for any game we sell. If the copy protection ever malfunctions, you can download a new copy free.
Copy protection?
Those Asari Hanar porn games they sell in Shinakiba are really nasty. Oh, sorry. I was playing this fascinating human game, Solitaire. Did you need something?
Yes.
I wish they still made role-playing games like they used to. These days, it's all big choices and visceral combat. I miss those old games, where you had to remember to drink water, and it took 5 hours real time to fly somewhere.
And that's great also. That's a take that take that to themselves as Bioware.
Do you have an account with us? If you open one, we have a special this month. You can download a game free. The worst thing about extranet games is when some Batarian comes on and insists on speaking his own language without auto-translation. I don't get the complaints about the grim Terminus Alliance games. So what if you can capture and beat slaves? It's just a game.
Grim Terminus Alliance, you say? GTA?
You know anyone who plays that extranet game, Third Coil? Me neither. You sure hear about it a lot in the news, though.
Huh. Not sure what that's referring to, though.
I know it looks like I'm not working, but there's only so many times you can sweep the place. If games were still available on OSD, I could alphabetize the racks or something. Do you play those human sports games? They sell well in the Alliance, and to Krogan.
Why to Krogan?
Have you tried Galaxy of Fantasy yet? I love that game. It's based on Turian mythology, but it's really fun. I hear it has 11 billion players now.
Alright, well, that was fun. So, what I want to do now, I think, is go to this shop. This is Rodam Expeditions. And they have some
So
things.
what do you think? Maybe a shotgun?
I like the assault rifle. It's like a non-stop barrage of death.
If you can hit anything.
So there's discussions going on still. But let's talk to this guy.
What can I do for you?
Tell me about your services.
We sell quality hunting supplies, which you'll need when you purchase one of our adventure travel packages. Imagine it, human. The break of day. You and your team have been stalking a Shafa for 5 days. In that time, it's killed 4 men. You see it? Line it up. Take the shot. Blam! It's down. You're the hero. That's what we offer. Not a vacation, but an experience.
Yeah, so that's why they're expeditions.
I'd like to buy something.
Try our electronic catalog interface. That kiosk over there.
I thought weapons were restricted on the Citadel now.
Carrying them around is. Selling them isn't. We store them in off-site containers and deliver them to your ship. People who have permission to carry, like CSEC, can walk out with them.
If everything's done by catalog, why are you here?
Rodham believes in salesmanship, the personal touch. Some say we're old-fashioned. We recognize that adventure traveling is a niche, a small, tight-knit community.
Well, we can try and get discounts. However, I don't remember if... Which of these shops has some interesting dialogue? I don't think it's this one, though.
I'll be going.
Come again.
I still say we should join the Blue Suns. They'd probably pay for our equipment.
They probably only hire you if you look like you can fight, so we need something to start with.
Right, like the shotgun.
Let's go to other shops first. I don't remember which one that I want to go to at the moment.
Do you have any games you'd like to trade in? You get 2 credits toward a new game.
Let's not go to the bar yet. Ah,
The people want to hear your story, Shepard.
there's Salarian. And this is a restaurant. Some more galactic news. Bar.
Got time for the press, Shepard?
Okay, fine. Let's talk to Salarian. So, if you remember, she was the one who asked us about some things in the first game. And there was an option, if you answered everything not very well, to punch her.
Khaleesa been seen in Al Jelani, Westerland News. I interviewed you 2 years ago when you first became a Spectre. You presented your case very well on camera. Do you have a minute?
Yeah, since we did have enough morality points and skills invested in that, we managed to go through the interview without any diplomatic incidents with Salarian. But she was trying to make him look bad, so...
What, so you can try to do another smear job on me?
Now, Shepard, you may object to my methods, but we're on the same side. You're bad, you're news. I just want to give your story its due. Sources claim you were at the heart of the Presidium during the Battle of the Citadel. It's fair to say the course of the battle hinged on your words. If true, you told Admiral Hackett to assist the Destiny Ascension, costing hundreds of human lives, and securing the continued dominance of the Citadel Council.
So that interrupt was if you want to punch her again. But in this case, I don't think I do, because we still get the option to do Charm or Intimidate. So... well, what do I want to answer here? Because we indeed sacrificed a lot of humans to save the Citadel Council. I guess we should try and be inspirational.
The Turians lost 20 cruisers. Figure each had a crew around 300. The Ascension, the Asari dreadnought we saved, had a crew of nearly 10,000.
But surely the human cost.
The Alliance lost 8 cruisers. Shenyang, Emden, Jakarta, Cairo, Seoul, Cape Town, Warsaw, Madrid. And yes, I remembered them all. Everyone in the 5th Fleet is a hero. The Alliance owes them all medals. The Council owes them a lot more than that. And so do you.
Commander Shepard, first human Spectre. Hero of the Battle of the Citadel. Check vid. We get it? Great. Bull rushed on my own show.
Yeah, so sometimes you don't want to take interrupts. Because that would just make John look like a very mean person. Alright, well... let me go to another shop
You know what's
first.
good? Alliance Corsair. The battles are pretty realistic, but it's still fun. And you can install it on an Omni.
So that was the upper level of Zakira Ward. And this was the lower level of the Zakira Ward. And that is the entirety of the Citadel. In other words, the actual Citadel in Mass Effect is about, I'd say, 5 times bigger than this? Maybe more? There are bars and some other areas that you can go to, but it's really not that much. Yes, there's the carrot
I hear
cafe.
this is the best place for food on Zakira Ward.
You heard wrong. This is the best place for food on the whole damn Citadel.
And what you can purchase here is the Ascension novel and the Revelations novel. It's actually Revelation. But yes, Revelation is a popular military historical novel by human writer Drew Karpyshyn that dramatizes human conflicts and political expansion following the 2148 discovery of the Prothean mass relay on Pluto and the beginning of human galactic exploration. Yes, this is an in-game advertisement for Mass Effect Revelation. And as I said, it is a great novel. You should read it. And Ascension, written by human author Drew Karpyshyn, the popular military historical novel Ascension focuses on several lives warped or destroyed by the human survivalist cult Cerberus. Indeed, I talked about that as well. Oh, It's also a Ukrainian name, so it's like Karpyshyn, I guess. So, let's buy that as well. And then we got a codex on those things, but we'll read that later on. And yeah, so you don't get any discounts here because that's already just 5 credits. How about this place?
Good day, my friends. Welcome to the Citadel.
These stores are owned by the Citadel, right?
That's correct. Citadel souvenirs outlets are owned by the Council government. The profits generated by sales are used to maintain the station. We offer an assortment of decorations suitable for display in your personal quarters.
I'd like to buy something.
My apologies. I do not make sales. I'm here to answer questions and process returns and exchanges. To make a purchase, browse our electronic catalog over there.
Yep.
Thanks for your time.
Of course, citizen.
So here we can buy souvenirs, small ships, and also pets. But we're not going to do that just yet.
So do you want to get one of the fish, or maybe a model ship?
How is a model ship supposed to remind me of the Citadel?
It's festive, and you like ships.
I'm an engineer, honey. I look at ships all day.
That doesn't mean that you don't like ships. Come on. Visit Dark Store. There should be another shop down here. Yeah. Used ship salesman.
Greetings, Earth Clan. You will find many excellent ships for sale here. Only slightly used, yes. With our Unification Day special, you can get up to 2,000 credits back. Such a deal. Could I interest you in a Turian Esquirine sporting shuttle? Unmatched acceleration, peerless maneuvering, and like all Turian shuttles, it can fit a light mass accelerator cannon. Perfect for heavy traffic. I offer a no money down lease on my quality used ships. Ah, I know. Perhaps one of our light haulers? I have several Kowloon modular conveyors available. Very moddable, those Kowloons. You know what makes a ship, Earth Clan? It's the engines. I don't mean to brag, but the Borecat Combine produces wonderful engines. Perhaps you'd like to examine a ship with such an engine? Now, I'm hardly one to judge, Earth Clan, but you appear quite virile. I believe you could use a shuttle with seating for many bulbous children. Greetings, Earth Clan. You will find many excellent ships for sale here. Only slightly used, yes.
So they also have models of these used ships.
This clanless is a thief, and I want her arrested.
What? I was just walking by.
This looks like the place. The Forger's thugs should be inside.
I don't know about that. I'm just here for shopping, really. Ah,
What do you
Certain
think,
Foundation.
Michael? Maybe the immunobooster? It's supposed to help with alien bacteria.
We can get whatever you like for little Jake, Rebecca.
Wait, the immunobooster can delay muscle development in high-gravity environments. What if that hurts him?
And this is a continuation of the one side quest that we had in Mass Effect, where we told these people to have gene therapy, I think. And apparently everything worked out.
Good day, citizen. Welcome to the Certa Foundation outlet on Zakera Ward.
Tell me about your store.
The Serta Foundation is a human organization known for its genetic therapy regimens and genetically engineered products. Serta is probably best known for the development of Metagel.
Indeed.
I'd like to buy something.
Purchases are made through our catalog interface. It's over there.
If everything's done by catalog, why are you here?
Customer service. Returns, exchanges, and group rates. We also find that sales are better when there's someone to personally interact with. Though I'm not sure why a human company exclusively hires Asari to work their stores.
I don't know either.
Thanks for your time.
Of course, citizen.
But okay, well, we'll go through the stores next time, and then go on an actual mission, I guess, once we're done with this place. But yeah, so overall, Citadel is also kind of let down. It's very small. It does have cool things in it, and clearly there's a lot of work that went into some of the details, but still, it's not the same. Oh well. But next time we are going to go back to the Normandy after buying some things, and perhaps start one of the missions that we have. There's a lot of them. So see y'all then. Later.